In our today's class, we are going to discuss benefit number 3, which is van benefit. If usually employers are not providing van for private use, but if in the question on your exam, if employer is providing a van to an employee, so benefit means free. If a van is provided for personal use, so it's a taxable benefit. Simple. How to calculate van benefit? This is the question. If it is provided for personal use, so it's very easy. No need to calculate CO2, nothing. The rate is fixed. Your chargeable benefit is 3,500 per annum. Simple. Means if van is provided, 3,500 is the answer. But wait a minute. 3,500 is for the tax year. If van is provided for some months, we have to definitely prorate it. And if there is a contribution towards use like car, if it is any contribution by employee for the use of van, it will be deducted. So that's the simple formula of van. Van, if provided by employer to employee for personal use, and the condition is CO2 greater than or is equals to 1 gram per kilometer. CO2 is equals to greater than or is equals to 1 gram per kilometer. This is the formula. But if CO2 is 0, means the van is not emitting any carbon dioxide in ozone layer. Van is pollution free, then it's exempt. If van has 0 CO2 emission, then there is no taxable benefit. 3,500 will become 0. No taxable benefit will arise. But if van has CO2 1 or greater than 1, greater than 1 means it can be 100, it can be 20, it can be 50, it can be any number, then it will be taxable as 3,500 per tax year, which is 21-22. Any questions, please?
No questions.
Now, simple. Van is simple. So the fourth one is fuel for benefit. Fuel benefit for van. This is also very simple. If van is simple, this is also simple. Fuel for van. So the answer is 669 per tax year. This 669 is fixed like this 3,500. Only we will prorate as per the months, and we knows, as we learned in the fuel of car, that in the cases of fuel, there is no contribution towards use. If it is given contribution towards use of fuel, we are ignoring it. Same like fuel for cars, same logic will apply for fuel for van. Contribution towards use will apply for all benefits except fuel. Fuel can be for car or for van, any case. Any questions?
So fuel for van is different than fuel for car.
Yes. Now see the question number 12. Can you read it, please?
Mr. Faizan was provided a van by his employer on 1st December 2021 for personal use with fuel. List price is 30,000. CO2 emission is 189 grams per kilometer.
Okay. This is van. Is it greater than 1? CO2 is greater than 1?
Yes.
So the answer is 3,500. How many months you use this van during the tax year? How
4
many?
months.
4 months. Is there any contribution towards use of van? Sorry?
There There's a list price of 30,000.
List price, no need. In van benefit, there is no working relates to list price. Any contribution towards use is given? No, right?
No.
So the answer is
1167.
this is your van benefit. Now, is the question states that fuel is also provided for van?
Yes.
What is the benefit for fuel van? Fuel for van is how to calculate 669 into months. How many months the van was provided? 4 months. So definitely the fuel will be for same months, because we cannot give fuel only, and it's stating in the question that van is provided with fuel on 1st December 2021. So the answer is
233.
230.
3.
That's the benefit number 3 and 4, van and fuel for van. Any question? Do it as an assignment. Now, benefit number 5, very important, canteen. Sometimes employer provides canteen facility to employees. Canteen is definitely a benefit. If there is no canteen in the company, you have to go and buy your food. But because of the availability of canteen, your money will be saved. Right or wrong?
Right.
So the provision of canteen is a benefit, but as per the tax authorities, it's an exempt benefit, means there is no tax, no working, no calculation if canteen is provided by employer to an employee. It's just a exempt benefit. You will just write exempt in your paper. Okay. Next benefit is car parking. In overseas, in foreign countries, car parking is a huge expense. If you have a car, you have to buy a parking space in order to park your car. But if company is providing you parking facility, your employer is providing you parking facility, it's a benefit because you are going to save your money. But this is also an exempt benefit. No need to calculate anything, just you will write exempt in your paper. So canteen or car parking, if these are available, free for employee. So these both are exempt benefits. Any questions?
No questions.
Next one is relocating benefits. Relocating benefit means if you are being transferred from one place to another place by your employer, means employer shifts you and you agreed the shifting, and you got your, you can say you got transfer from one area, one state to another state. So definitely it's a cost. You have to relocate yourself, and relocating is an expense. Relocating is a cost. So what if the employer is paying your relocating bill? For example, relocating expenses are 10,000. Your relocating expenses are 10,000 paid by employer. That's why it will become benefit, no? Because we know the definition of benefit is paid by employer, free for employee. How to solve it? This is benefit number 7. So you can see 10,000 is paid by employer. There is an exemption. Exempt amount fixed 8,000. How much exempt?
8,000.
And the excess means taxable. This 2,000 is going to add in your employment income. We did one question like annual salary, then car, then fuel. We learned today van, we learned today fuel for van. Here it will be relocating expenses. They will also be added, and we will get employment income, which will be going to add in non savings. Yani the excess amount of relocating expenses. The excess means over 8,000. The amount which is in excess of 8,000 will be taxable relocating benefit. Any questions, please?
No questions.
Next one is workplace nurseries. If an employee has small kids with him or her, where he will going to left them if he is coming to the office? So in UK, there are nurseries or child care units. This you can say child care units. If your kid is if an employee's kid is staying in child care unit, employee has to pay their fees. Employee has to pay charges. But if employer is providing workplace facility, means employer is allocating a separate room for kids of employees, and he is arranging one nanny, one caretaker who is taking care of kids while employees are on job. So their cost, employees' cost of paying child care units will be saved. So it's a benefit because employer is providing this facility at workplace, means you don't need to pay any amount to any extra amount to the child care units. This is taken care by your employer. This is a benefit. But again, it's an exempt benefit, means we are not going to do any working for that one. Benefit 8 is completed. Any questions? Next benefit is beneficial loan. Okay, this is calculation based benefit. Benefit number 9. Beneficial loan with benefit. What is the cost of taking a loan? Any idea? If you are taking a loan from bank, what do you need to pay?
Interest.
Interest. Beneficial loan means a loan in which we are going to save interest. Official interest rate for tax year 21-22 is 2%. So a loan which is provided by employer below 2%, below 2% and provided by employer will be called beneficial loan. Now there are two cases. Loan amount. If loan amount is up to 10,000, it's an exempt loan. No benefit will be calculated. But if the loan amount is in excess of 10,000, full amount of loan will be taxable as follows. We will going to learn. If the amount of loan is under 10,000 or up to 10,000, we are not going to calculate anything. We will write 0, means it's an exempt benefit, no tax on it. But if the loan amount is greater than 10,000 pounds, full amount, not excess amount. In relocating benefit, it's excess amount. But here it's not an excess amount. Here means full amount of loan will be charged, will be taxable. How to do that? We are going to do it with a question. Okay.
March 2021. To help finance the purchase of a yacht, interest is payable on the loan at 1% per annum. On 1st June 2021, Daniel repaid £5,000 on 1st December 2021. He repaid a further £15,000. The remaining £15,000 was still outstanding on 5th April 2022. Calculate the tax benefit for the tax year using the average method and the precise method.
Okay. Now, what is average method, what is precise, you are going to know that in a while. First of all, the loan amount is above 10,000 or no? It is.
Yes.
So means this is a taxable benefit. What we will do, we are going to make the tax year. This is my tax year, right? Tell me which date I took the loan.
31st March 2020.
For some days of tax year at the rate of 1%. Okay, this is my cost. What happens? 1st June, what happens? Can you tell me?
He repaid 5,000.
Repayment 1. How much?
5,000.
Now my question towards you, my loan amount was how much?
35,000 pounds.
You repaid how much?
5,000.
So what is the outstanding amount of loan?
30,000 remains.
Very good. What's next?
He repaid the loan on 1st December.
Repayment number 2, 1st of December. Okay. How much?
15,000.
Can you tell me what will be my outstanding loan?
15,000.
This clouds means outstanding amount. Making this timeline, you have any confusion, please?
No.
Okay. Now what we are going to do? Just asking you one small question. Keep this question in your mind. If you are taking this loan commercially means from any bank, what is your official rate of interest?
2%.
So if you took this loan from bank as 2%, as assuming 2% as the official rate of interest, how much interest you have to pay? Like accrual basis of accounting. Let's see, just see. My loan was 35,000, right or wrong? And
Right.
I have to pay 2% interest for how many months? This green area. How many months?
8 months.
April, May. Only 2 months, right or wrong?
All right. Yes, 2 months.
Okay, what happened next? The loan was decreased by 5,000 and it became 30,000, right?
Right.
As per the official rate, I have to pay 2%. For how many months, please?
7 months.
Sorry.
7 months.
July, August, September, October, November. December 1st means till November. How many months?
6 months.
6. Then the loan reduced by 15,000. It left with 15,000 at the rate of 2%. For how many months now?
4 months.
Let me calculate it. December, January, February, March. 4 months. Means if I am taking this loan from bank at a commercial rate of 2%, which is our official rate, I have to pay this, these, and this interest. Means I have to pay total 517 interest to the bank. Right or wrong?
Right.
Yes, Uzma, any questions?
No questions.
But is that the case? Did I took the loan on commercial basis?
We took it on 1%.
I took this loan at which percent?
1%.
So just look at it. Look at the screen very carefully. See what I am doing. You can understand that. What I did, I just calculated my actual interest with the same months, which I just find out that if I am taking this loan from my company, my actual interest is this, this and that, which is total 58 here, 150 is this one, and 258. Means if I am taking this loan from my company, from my employer, I have to pay this actual interest I am paying. This is assumed. If I took this loan commercially from bank, I have to pay 517. But because I am taking this loan from my employer, I am paying interest of how much? 258. What is my interest saving? How much is my interest saving?
259.
2?
259.
259. And that's what we did is known as precise method. This is known as precise method to calculate beneficial loan. Any questions in precise method only? Please ask me.
So in precise method, we are supposed to calculate the commercial way of method and then the actual.
Yes, and then we will compare it and we will get the answer, which is known as taxable benefit. Please note it down. Average method in the beneficial loan. Average method, if you are done correctly with the precise method, average method will be easy. Can you tell me how to calculate average? Just mathematically, average means midpoint, right or wrong?
Yes.
So how to calculate a midpoint of the loan? What we should take? We will take loan at the beginning of tax year, not loan at the beginning of its taken time. No, this means loan at the beginning of tax year and loan at the end of tax year. I highlighted that with the dark green color. You can see it, right? Can you tell me at the start of my tax year, my outstanding loan amount was how much?
35,000.
5. Can you tell me at the end of my tax year, what is my loan amount?
15,000.
15,000. So what is my average loan amount?
25.
Sorry?
25,000.
25,000. And how much interest I have to pay? If I took it
2%. 500.
2%, right? 500 is
Yes.
but what is my paying actual interest?
250.
Actual interest. This is, we can say, we already calculated it, right? As above or as right hand side. We already calculated this 258, right? What is the answer?
242.
Now we have how many answers? 2 answers.
2 answers.
Which answer we will take it? Because both are known as taxable benefit, but which one we have to add in our employment income? So the answer is higher
The
of.
lesser one.
Higher of. Which one?
The higher one.
Higher of we are going to take, and in this case 259 will be the answer. HMRC could opt for the taxable benefit amount, which is going to be added in our employment income. That's it for beneficial loan. Please note it down and ask if you have any questions. Please. So this is both methods we discussed, and this is done with we are done with this question. Now, next question, I need you to try it, please. Question number 14 in our handout. Add in. Can you try that one, please? Exam type question, Wujin. This is your revision kit question. This, take it as an assignment. You do it at your by your own as an assignment and send it to me by WhatsApp. Okay. Now we will discuss some more exam benefits. Means no working. Just we have to memorize them. Employer paying pension on behalf of employee. See, If employee is contributing in pension fund, he is going to get benefit when he is going to retire. And paying into pension fund is an expense. But if employee's pension contribution is paid by employer, so it's a benefit. And this benefit is totally exempt. We will memorize it and we will write exempt in the paper. Bicycle parking, like car parking, is also an exempt benefit. Exempt benefit. We are not going to calculate anything for parking. It's just exempt. Mobile phone, very simple, very easy. Just look at it. Mobile phone is provided by employer for personal use is exempt. Now, one phone, only one phone is exempt. Okay. So what if employer is providing two phones? For example, iPhone Pro Max, let's suppose pounds 500, and Samsung S30, let's suppose pound 550. These both phones are provided to employee by employer for personal use. What should we do? So can you tell me, what do you think? One phone is exempt. Which one I will put as an exempt? I will mark as an exempt. Which one?
The lowest of the two.
Highest one always. Because see, this is going to add in your benefits. If it is going to add, means your benefit will increase. Benefit will increase means your salary will increase. Your salary will increase means your tax is gonna be increased. So always remember, we will exempt the highest one. Highest one, highest value means Samsung S30 550. We will claim it as a exempt. So what happens with the other phone? The other phone, which is known as iPhone here, will be taxable. And how it will be taxable? It will be taxable at a fixed percentage of 20%. It will be taxable as a fixed percentage of 20%. So if one phone is provided, this will be completely exempt, simple, easy. If two phones are being provided for personal use, one phone will going to be exempt, and the second one means the lowest value one will be taxable, and the taxable rate or taxable percentage will be 20% per tax year. Means to say, per tax year 20% means that if it is provided in between tax year, we are going to time apportion it, because this percentage is for the tax year. And for example, if phone is provided on 1st December, we will calculate for December, January, February, March, 4 months benefit. So if one phone is provided, is totally exempt. More than one phone, so highest value one will be exempt, and the lowest value one will be taxable at the rate of 20% per tax year, which is 21-22. That's all for the benefit number 12, mobile phones. Any questions? This is continuity of the handout. I already sent it to you. Staff parties. If employer is giving parties to employee, means definitely there is food, drinks for employees, benefit. And benefit means taxable benefit, and the amount is 150. What does this means? This means that up to 150 pounds party expenses per employee per tax year is exempt. The excess will be taxable. Again, you need to memorize that if employer is throwing parties towards employees, to staff, £150 per party per person per tax year is exempt. Excess will be taxable. If employer is providing sports facilities or recreational facilities to its employees, definitely it's beneficial for employees. A sports club, otherwise they will join a club or recreational club and they have to pay subscription. But if employer is providing this facility, their money is saved. It's saving for them. This is a benefit free for them. So it's also completely exempt, no limit. Then if an employee is seriously injured, I'm not talking about just a fever. I'm not talking about cough. I'm talking about serious injury. Serious injury, you can read it by your own. That absent due to ill health or injury. A person is really sick, and he is absent for a long period from from his job. An employer is paying for his health, to health facilities for his recovery, so he can come back to office, he can return to work. So the annual exemption amount is 500 per employee. If an employee is seriously sick and he is not able to come to office and employer is paying for his medical treatment, the exemption amount per employee is £500. Okay.
Okay.
If you are redundant, you are doing some counseling to your redundant employees, means losing a office. If employee is losing his office and you are giving him some advices, some counseling, so definitely it's a benefit. Counseling to someone will provide benefit. So this is also an exempt benefit. Providing counseling service free by employer to employees at the time of redundancy is completely exempt. Next one is long service awards. If an employee is working long term with you, if an employee is working long term with your company and you are giving him long service award, so these long service awards are exempt, but the limit of exemption is £50 per year of service. £50 per year of service. If you are providing long service awards, the exemption amount is £50 for each year of service. What is the definition of long service? So long service means in UK, they can say 20 years or more. 20 years or more. If an employee is working with you 20 years or more, it's called long service, and you are giving him something, you can say gold watch, etc., any item. These gifts are known as long service awards, and the exemption amount will be £50 per year of service. For example, Mr. A worked 20 years. What will be exemption amount? If Mr. A worked 20 years with your company and you are thinking to give him long service award, and just you want to understand the exemption limit, how you will calculate 20 years and 1 year exemption is 50, right or wrong? It will be how much?
Right.
1000.
£10,000.
Now let's suppose you are giving Mr. A gold watch valued 1200. What is the exemption amount? 1000. So 200 will be taxable and it's going to be added in your employment income. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay. So copy it down. Working, if an employee is working from its home and company is paying for his heat and light or household expenses, like he is spending his own money on heating, lighting his computer, and he is doing company's work from his home. So if employer is paying household cost, so the exemption amount is £4 per week. £4, up to £4 per week is exempt. This is if employer is paying for household cost incurred by employee who is working from home. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. If employer is paying for eye care or glasses, corrective glasses or visual display units, nice screen, so the eyes of an employee can be protected. These expenses, if incurred by employer, are also tax-free, means they are exempt from tax. No working we will do. Next one is overnight expenses. If you are going for your office work, and you are spending nights, spending day out for your office work, there is a rule that employer is going to pay you overnight allowance, or you can say secondment allowance. If you are spending overnight because of the company, employer is paying you allowance. So if you are spending the nights because of the work within UK and you are getting an allowance, so £5, up to £5 within UK is exempt, and the limit will increase to £10 per night if you are spending or you are at overseas because of your office work. Within UK, the exemption limit is £5. Outside UK means overseas, America, Canada, Pakistan, India is also overseas for UK. So the limit for the exemption amount will increase to £10. Any questions? Hello?
Will there be a bigger question for like all the exemptions?
Yes, definitely we will do a question from your revision kit, inshallah, in our day after class. Okay, tomorrow we will learn some more benefits and then the employment income will be completed. Same like we did in property income. After completing the topic, we are going to do some revision kit questions in which we have many examined all together in one question. Okay. But your assignment or your task is to memorize car, fuel, van fuel, beneficial loan, and all the exempt benefits which we are discussing today. This is your assignment, or you have to, because your exam is coming up, you have to memorize all of them. Okay. So the last thing is travel benefit. Travel means small, very small expenses. Sometimes employer is spending small expense, a small amount, like say he is calling you, come here, sit with me, take this samosa, take this sweets. This is small expenses, rarely small expenses. So what is the definition of a small amount? It will be £50 per employee. If travel benefits, some small expenses incurred by employer on you, it will call travel benefit, and it's an exempt benefit. The limit, small benefit limit, is 50 pounds. 50 pounds per employee are exempt. We are stopping our class for today till here. We did almost all the exempt benefits, and if you can say calculation one, so we did only 5: car, fuel for car; van, fuel for van; and beneficial loan. These 5 benefits we are done, which has a lot of calculations in them. And all others, let's say we are at 26, we left some in between. So the other ones which we are discussed today are all almost exempt one, but the limits are there. So you have to memorize them with their particular limits and amounts. Okay. See you tomorrow, inshallah, at 9:15 p.m. Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
मेरा पाँव नहीं दबाता।
मैं भूल जा रहा हूँ। अब मुझे याद लो ना।
चमाट मारा करूँ सर, मैं चमाट मार के याद दिलाऊं तो कभी नहीं भूलेगा। ऐसे तो याद नहीं रहते थे, ऐसे याद दिलाऊं। मजा आया।
मम्मा बाथरूम, मम्मा भी अभी बाथरूम चाहिए।
बर्फ का टुकड़ी है, बोल क्या तो इसको।
बर्फ आप नहीं देना, वो भी तू दे।